Hey guys, Stylosa here from UnitLost.com, and this is another amazing StarCraft 2 Legend cast. And we've got ClouD versus Memphis. This is taken from the ZOTAC Cup, and we're on Xel'Naga Caverns. I was going to say we're on Xel'Naga Watchtower. We're not. We're not on the Watchtower, unless it's a considerably massive Watchtower. And in the top right hand position we've got Memphis spawning as the funky purple Terran, and in the bottom left we've got ClouD as the red Terran. So we've got TVT. So we're going to see Marines and tanks, aren't we, Kiryov?
I believe we are. I think that's the only TVT that's ever played anymore, ain't it?
Well, we might see something else, but I mean, I've just watched loads of GSL, and every TVT game was effectively Marine versus tank. What, Marine versus tanks? No, that would be bad for the Marines.
That'd be quality.
That'd be real bad for the Marines, that would.
200 supply worth of Marines against 200 supply worth of tanks.
Tanks or sieged up Marines with no medevacs. Oh dear.
But stimmed.
Yeah, stimmed for added win.
They've taken the steroids, they're just going straight in.
They love it, that's why, son. They just can't help themselves. It's like, it's just a way of life, the stim is.
They were born addicted to stim. Oh.
So, little bit of a deviation. We've got ClouD decided to drop his barracks closer to his ramp, whereas Memphis is obviously going for the... Well, he's got his barracks down faster because he's placed it close to his mineral line where his SCV was knocking around. And you can kind of tell from the production it's only slightly ahead, but it is ahead still. These little differences make a difference in these big games though. Well, in the higher level games.
Yeah, at the moment, ClouD is slightly ahead on SCV production, but by like 2.5 seconds.
First Marines coming out for both of them. Orbital Command's gone down on 16 again. Standard opening. Nothing out the ordinary. The SCV from Memphis has just made his way up the ramp into ClouD's base. He's having a look. He sees the gas. He sees the Orbital Command. And now he's leaving because he knows, oh, it's exactly the same thing I'm doing. Just in time, the Marine's out, giving him a few in the back.
Smashed.
Get off my lane! The Marine wants him dead, don't he? He's after him something nasty. No, he's decided to go home. He's seen sense and gone back.
He knew the SCV had the legs on him, so he decided, no, I won't waste my time.
The factory's coming down for, where's he hiding it? Over there? Yeah, love it. Factory's coming down for ClouD, and the factory's also coming down for Memphis. So if they are going to execute the same build, ClouD seems to be slightly ahead. His second gas is up as well. So what are you going to do, Cloudy baby, with that second gas? He's not going for it. He's in Memphis. So it looks like we got our first little deviation. SCV's going to get gunned down. Goodbye. Blown away.
It's good night from him.
Oh dear, I ain't going there, bro. I'm just not going there. So maybe we could have cloaked Banshees or something like that. More of a heavy gas type of play. Or Thors, God forbid. No, there's Starport going in. So,
yeah. Hellion on the way. Love it.
Sometimes that Hellion out of the factory is just basically a response to having the added minerals while you're waiting for that to build if he's going to go for a Banshee opening.
But we've got exactly the same off Memphis now as well.
Well, Memphis has only got one gas though, so whatever he's doing, it's going to be less gas intensive. Unless he's totally forgot to build the second gas, which would be highly surprising. Let's hope he hasn't. That's not something I'd do. Obviously, I'd always remember with my... We're not even going to talk about my league standing. SCB, a Hellion war in the middle. Yeah. Hellion on Hellion, they've took the same amount of damage, 62 to 62. Come here. That's it. Good lad.
Got the tech lab going up for...
The Banshee's coming out for ClouD like we suspected. Bit of Banshee play. The tech lab is going up for Memphis, like you say. So if he is going for Banshees, he definitely doesn't want Cloak. He doesn't want the added gas for some reason. He's about to hit 200 gas as well, ClouD is. So I'd imagine he's going to go... Well, what's he dropped down there? He dropped down the barracks. So come on, he must be going for Cloak. It's almost odds on he's going for Cloak, I'd imagine. Marines are moving down though from Memphis with a Hellion. Apply a bit of pressure on the front. Well, I'll take... Oh dear.
Get out of there, son.
He's away. Oh, we've got a Raven actually. We've got a Raven, so the extra gas was for a Raven, not for the Cloak.
That's interesting.
Yeah, it is kind of interesting.
I'd have thought maybe a second, well, not a second, but another Banshee.
Yeah, I was really cloaked Banshees against Terran. I mean, they can be okay. obviously with a scan, there'd be hardly any energy on the command centers anyway, because they'd be repeatedly dropping down mules. But it only really takes a missile turret. But a cloaked Banshee in your mineral line, it's basically GG if you can't do anything about it. But it looks like anyway he's opted to go for the Raven instead, and he's got Stimpak on the way. He's got his command center going down, and I believe Memphis has got his command center on the way, which is, yeah, he's put his down first. A little bit of pressure on the ramp there from Memphis, not too clever. Although he has managed to kill the Banshee of ClouD. ClouD killed Memphis' Banshee. He doesn't look like he can, but he has done more damage to him there. Looking at the units killed tab there, he's killed 7. Memphis is 4, 5 even.
That Raven's still going, which is good. For a second, I lost sight of it. I thought maybe he'd lost it, but he's still around.
Memphis' Banshee's just going around ClouD's base like it ain't got a care in the world. Tech swaps on the go now for we're going to see siege tanks, I'd imagine. Yeah, siege tech's on the way. I'll be hardly surprised if Thor's. I don't think he's even got an armory anyway to build Thor's now, so you never see Thor's, especially not in TVT.
He's going to be slightly behind with the siege tech, but not by very much considering how much longer Memphis has had his tech lab up. But the Marines will have combat shield and have already got stim, so they're sort of ahead there.
Yeah. He's transferring some workers down to get ready. Well, he's dropping down the double gas refineries, and his orbital command has just finished his second one. That's pretty strange. I don't think he opted to drop down the mule there. No, he had the energy to do it, so really he could have dropped the mule down before he actually dropped that. Took that command center off. Meanwhile, ClouD is updating, upgrading even his secondary command center to an orbital command. Memphis' Banshee as well, he's still knocking around. He's going to be able to take that SCV out. I think that SCV's just been rallied off to the Zalnaga Tower. He's going to get killed now. He's been rallied off to the Abyss. Goodbye.
I thought he'd live for a second there. Thought he had the legs, but he never had the legs.
A bunch of ClouD's Marines were moving out. I think the SCV was trying to maybe bait him back so the Marines could take him out.
It's still, ClouD's still looking... Yeah, ClouD's still looking quite competitive. I mean, that initial push did do some damage, but he managed to get out of it.
The Marines want to get in the medevac so bad they're just going to chase it on foot.
I think that Raven could actually... I don't know, what would that Raven do? I'm not really sure. I'm not used to seeing that really Ravens within TVT. It's usually against Protoss that they tend to get used to.
He's just lost a Banshee in the back of the base there, Memphis has, in ClouD's base. But I mean, it didn't have much health anyway. Well, obviously for detection, the Raven, with a point defense drone, he could intercept projectiles, but really, I mean, if he's Marine tank, there's nothing to intercept. So it's kind of really just for detection, I think. You could drop a couple of point defense drones. We do have the drop going off now. It's not really going to work out all too well with that siege tank that just showered and blew the one poor Marine took and slap bang in the face. You know, it's all over for the lad. Missile turrets are getting put on now, so that drop's not been that effective. But he can leave it up the top. Live to fight another day. I think he's still at the top. Yeah, just chilling out in the top right-hand corner. We've got an SCV.
We've got quite a few idle SCVs for Memphis at the moment.
Yeah.
There we go. He sorted a couple of them out, but he's still got...
He's got one by a supply depot by his natural, which is a bit strange. You'd think he wouldn't have idle SCVs. I mean,
ClouD's gone for the supply depot behind the horrible bushes on the right for his natural. Always good. I like to see that, because you just don't want to leave that alone, do you?
It doesn't take much, does it, to chuck a building behind there, especially if you know Hellions were on the field at some point. Although the tech swap has really gone down now, and we're just going to be looking at Marine tank again, which was, classical TVT. It's fast becoming. I mean, TVT must be the longest matchup by far, especially with all the siege standoffs you tend to get.
It'd be nice to see someone do something crazy in TVT, but it just don't seem to happen very often. It's a safe way of playing it, isn't it?
Yeah, if you've got a solid macro game.
This is going to go bad for Memphis.
He doesn't really want to move in there. So here we go, we got a classic siege standoff. There's no Vikings in the air, and I don't think any have been in production, have they? No. But there is a lot of medevacs though for Memphis. He's taking the gold though, so economically he should be in the lead if he can saturate that. He is in the lead slightly, but does he have any mules down? Yeah, he has more mules down. No, actually Memphis does, so...
Oh, that's nice.
That's nice. That is stimmed into the side of that army. He's took out a bunch of siege tanks there.
Yeah.
He might be able to stim straight into that tank at the back there, although maybe that is kind of suicide. Point defense drones are down as well, so good use of the energy on the Raven. Definitely a good engagement for ClouD, that was. Nice sensor tower as well.
Yeah, he moved in nice and quick there. He knew exactly where Memphis was due to that scan earlier, and he just flanked him horridly. Ruined the lad.
We've got 2 medevacs full of Marines making their way around the side of the map. I'll have to keep my eye on them for Memphis. He's not going to have much joy attacking the planetary fortress, and really at the natural. He could do some damage actually at the natural. There's not much there, but he's most likely going to get picked up. And hilariously, Memphis has built a missile turret on the right-hand side of the map, bottom right. Stop any drops.
Oh, yeah.
That'd be a shock to the old medevac pilot. Oh, what the hell? Okay,
There's a
what's that tank doing?
crazy supply depot as well.
He's just suicided a tank, 2 tanks, Marines. He hasn't lost any medevacs, but that was not very clever. I mean, ClouD is commandingly in the lead with the supply now. 122 to 97. It's disgusting. But we do have a drop about to go off from Memphis.
Oh, that is a nice drop. He's just avoided the sensor tower.
Yeah, so he's gone all the way around and avoided the sensor tower, but he's only got a supply depot and a couple of SCVs to show for it. I don't really know what he's doing. He's not really attacking anything. He's going to get cleaned up. You could do with getting out of there now, really. I mean, he's doing damage, but it's not really worth 2 medevacs and that many Marines.
No, I think he was really keen
Not
to
for me,
actually
anyway.
get something out of that, and as a result, he wasted his units a bit because he could have picked those up and
I
legged
think he
it.
knows he's behind, yeah. We've got a nice little tap from ClouD going on this expansion by Memphis. He's forced him to take it off. He needs to take that expansion because, I mean, he's been behind by quite a bit now. Looking at the income tab, well, that's the army tab actually, looking at the income, sorry. He's commandingly in the lead with less harvesters.
That was some nice
Well, he
work
does
off
have 2
ClouD. He
mules.
absolutely railed that command centre.
Yeah, it's burning up the command centre. He needs to get. He could maybe drop a mule down to fix it.
I don't think he's not doing anything with it though. Is he just going to let it go?
He doesn't want to let it go.
Come on, Memphis lad.
He's
Come on,
actually
son.
turning it into an orbital command.
That's a bit mental. There's an SCV. Oh, there's an SCV on its way around to repair it. That's alright.
Yeah, nice one.
Cutting it a bit close though.
He's taking down indestructible rocks to his expansion, well, to his 3rd, so he can look after it a bit better than last time instead of having a couple of Marines shut it down. But there is a decent wall of tanks there. He doesn't really want them to go that way and move into those tanks because that is going to be quite bad.
It's going to hurt. It's going to hurt in big style.
Memphis does have the smaller army by quite a bit as well compared to Memphis. Just lost another tank.
Memphis compared to Memphis.
To ClouD to Memphis. I just don't know what I'm dribbling about.
Oh, ClouD's going to lose a siege tank there. Yes, he did.
He did. It was a sad way to go.
Just come down from afar. He's got some right production on the go for Marines, Memphis has now. I mean, what the hell? How many reactors? Oh, that is
He's
cheeky
got
by
Marines
ClouD.
at his
Look at that.
base, though. He needs to do something about that. He's going to lose that command centre. It's going to be quite punishing.
That was dirty. I absolutely
Curiosity
love
in big
that.
style. He's going to lose that attack force, though. Wasn't worth it for the orbital command? Probably, because there's no mining time going off that base now.
That
He's
was
moving
really
in now to the Zalak
whoa,
watchtower.
That was
He's just,
crazy.
he's just basically attack moved into it. The tanks are all sieged on loads and loads of tanks. Memphis' army is absolutely blown away. He's been taken out. He's been cleaned. There's a taxi. Get your coat because it's for you, Memphis. Goodbye. So check out unitlost.com. Subscribe to the channel and thumbs up for 1080p, guys. And we'll catch you next time. Well, actually, we'll catch you for part 2 of this game. So or this match series. Toodaloo.